One day, out of nowhere, my mother called me and said, "Come home right now. We can't find her anywhere." I still couldn't believe it. I said, "What are you saying, Mom? Please check nearby. She must be around." But deep inside, my heart refused to accept the thought that she might really disappear from my life. My home is in Gopalganj. I'm the eldest son of my family. My father passed away in 2018, and since then, the responsibility of the entire family has been on my shoulders. Somehow, I was managing everything and moving forward with my life. This story actually began back in February 2016. I had gone to Mymensingh for business. I was standing at a local stand when suddenly I noticed a girl standing right in front of me. I don't know why, but the moment I saw her, something felt different. To me, she looked almost unreal, like a fairy. I was about to take an easy bike to my destination, and she was going the same way. There was only one auto available at that moment. I got in first, and then she got in after me. There was no one else in the vehicle, just the two of us. As we started moving, I was quietly humming to myself. She could hear me, and suddenly she looked at me. That moment somehow opened a space between us. She asked, "Where do you live?" I replied, "I live in Dhaka, in Kazipur. I've come here for business work." She nodded and said, "Oh, okay." I was trying to figure out how to continue the conversation, but the ride was barely 2 minutes long. Then she said, "I'll get down here, brother. Take care." I gathered some courage and asked, "Can we talk for a moment?" She smiled slightly and said, "No, there's no time. I'm getting down now," and that was it. She got down and I went back home. When I reached home, I told my cousin everything. I said, "I saw a girl today. She was incredibly beautiful. I can't stop thinking about her. Her face kept flashing in front of my eyes. I genuinely felt like I had never seen anyone like her before." My cousin said, "All right then, let's go and check." We made a plan and went to the place where she had gotten down earlier, right near her house. Suddenly, I saw her standing there. She was looking at me, and I was looking at her. There was something strange, something unexplainable in that moment. Then, unexpectedly, she gave me her phone number. I returned home with her number and called her later that day. I said, "It's me. Do you remember me?" She replied, "Yes, I do." From that day on, we started talking regularly. Days passed, and within just 1 month, she became deeply emotionally attached. We had only been talking for a month when she said, "I want to come to you. Let's get married." I told her honestly, "It doesn't work like that. Your parents raised you. I'm not the kind of person who can just take you away like this," I explained. "I'll send a proper proposal through my family. If they agree, that's great. If not, we'll think about it later." This was all happening in 2016. One day, she said, "I don't know anything else. Just come once. I want to see you." I went there again with my cousin, the same place where I had first seen her. When I arrived, I was shocked. She had packed her clothes and was fully prepared to run away with me. I was stunned. I had only come to meet her, and she was ready to escape with me. I said, "This can't happen." She replied, "If you don't take me with you, I'll do something terrible, something you can't even imagine." I tried to explain to her for a long time, but she kept saying one thing over and over again. She wouldn't go back home unless I took her with me. I was terrified. My hands were shaking. In that moment, I called my mother and told her everything honestly. My family scolded me badly and clearly said, "Take the girl back to exactly where you brought her from." I agreed. I told her, "You have to go back. Your parents will be extremely worried. I can't do this." She had been stubborn from the very beginning. I told her firmly, "No matter what you do, I can't take you with me. My family won't allow it." In the end, I put her into a vehicle and said, "Go home. I'm leaving now." But she didn't go home. She went to stay at someone else's house. Her family didn't even know where she was. She never returned home. At that time, her father was living in Saudi Arabia. He was crying constantly. No one in her family knew where she was. They were searching everywhere. After a lot of searching, somehow her father managed to get my phone number. One day he called me, crying uncontrollably. I told him honestly, "Uncle, I really don't know anything. Yes, I talked to your daughter, and yes, I liked her. But in this situation, I dropped her back." At that time, I didn't even know that she hadn't gone home. I truly believed she had returned to her family. After that call, I felt completely broken. I cried a lot for her. Then suddenly, she called me and said, "Why didn't you handle things properly?" "I didn't go home. I'm staying at one of my teacher's houses. I won't go back home without you. I have no face to return." I told her, "Don't worry, I'll only be yours. Please, go back home. I'll come with my family and formally ask for your hand. Just trust me and return home." Depending on my words, she finally went back to her parents' house. After that, I went to see her with my aunt and two of my friends. We visited their house, and there was a proper meeting between both families. After that discussion, a decision was made we would see each other's homes, and the families would agree on the marriage. Then they came to our village home. Everything was checked and discussed properly. A fixed wedding date was decided. Everyone was happy. Eventually, our marriage was officially completed. After the wedding, both parents were happy. Our married life began, and things were going well. Whenever she wanted to go out, I took her out. Whatever she liked, I tried to do for her. Alhamdulillah, overall, life was good. After 3 years of marriage, we had our first child. 1 year later, we were blessed with another baby. Our family life felt complete. Alhamdulillah, it was a peaceful home. We spent 6 years together in Dhaka. I trusted her completely because I married her for love and she married me for love. I never imagined that something like this could ever happen between us. In 2022, I told her, "Look, business isn't going well. Let's move back to the village." After moving to the village, I decided to go to Singapore. For a job, she agreed. We had already left our rented house in Dhaka. I sent her to stay at her parents' house. She didn't like staying with my parents. She preferred staying at her own parents' house, and her mother wanted the same. She wanted her daughter to stay close to her. As long as we were living in Dhaka, there weren't many problems. But after leaving Dhaka, when she started living with her mother, the problems slowly began. Gradually, she started to change. By that time, we had already spent 6 years as a married couple. I told her, "You've been staying with your mother for a long time. Now Eid is coming. Let's go home together." But she stopped answering my calls. Then she said clearly, "I won't go." I had no other option. I said, "Then I'll come there to you." Her reaction was very bad. She didn't want me to come there at all. That shocked me. I said, "What are you saying? I have 2 children. How can we spend Eid separately? How can I go home alone?" In the end, during Eid, I went to their house anyway. When I reached her parents' house, I asked her, "What happened? Why are you acting like this?" She said, "Nothing happened." But her behavior was completely different. She spoke to me coldly, kept her distance, and avoided me. I asked again, "What's wrong with you?" She repeated, "Nothing." At one point, I picked up her phone. Suddenly, I saw a message. A man had sent her an inappropriate text. I asked her, "What is this?" After seeing that message, I lost control. I walked out immediately, full of anger. Everyone at my in-laws' house tried to stop me. They kept asking, "What happened? Why are you so upset?" I only said, "Nothing." After that day, I completely cut off contact with her. For 3 straight months, we didn't talk at all. She didn't try, and neither did I. I was hurt. I only spoke to my children occasionally, but never to her. Then one day, her family called me. Her parents and siblings said, "Come and take your wife." They pressured her to return. I brought her and my 2 children back to our home in Gopalganj. In my heart, I thought, at least she has come back. I didn't know anything at that time. I held my children in my arms. She was there, but her face looked dull and lifeless. The person I loved looked completely changed. I thought maybe she was just upset. That night, when I went to lie down beside her, she looked at me and said, "We've already been separated for 4 months. You're going to sleep here," I said. "Yes," she replied. "Go sleep on the other bed." She didn't talk to me. She didn't touch me. I couldn't touch her either. My chest felt like it was going to explode. But I stayed silent the entire night. The next morning, after the guests left, the house felt empty. She had returned after so long, yet she wouldn't talk to me or even look at me properly. Overwhelmed with anger and pain, I left the house. Suddenly, my mother called and said, "Come home right now. We can't find her anywhere," I said. "What are you saying, Mom? Please search nearby." I couldn't believe that she was really about to disappear from my life. I ran back home and searched everywhere. She was nowhere to be found. I spent the entire day like a madman, crying, running, not knowing what to do. By then, she had already left with that man, the man she was involved with. He was almost 50 years old, but he had a lot of money. Later, I found out that she had already run away with him once before. Her family had brought her back to save their honor. I had never known any of this. Her family knew exactly where she had gone. She ran away with that man and left our children with her mother. After many days, I brought my children back to my home. One day, she suddenly called me and said, "Do you recognize me?" I said, "Only one thing. Come back." I tried again and again. I begged her, "Wherever you are, please come back. At least come back for the children. 2 innocent children, 1 2 years old, the other 3. But she never understood, she said. "I can't come back anymore." Then she started sending me pictures, sitting in expensive restaurants, eating luxurious food, things I was never able to give her. Those pictures hurt me deeply. At night, I slept with my children, one on my right, one on my left, while tears kept falling from my eyes. I never imagined she would enter my life like this, and leave like this. She left in 2022. Since then, my 2 children have been under my care. Thinking about them, I never remarried. I may live like this forever if I have to, but I can never abandon my children. They are innocent. None of this is their fault. I no longer blame anyone. I believe this was written in my fate. Wherever she is, I pray that she stays well and healthy. I have never seen her again, and perhaps I never will. I don't want to see her ever again. The story ends here, but his life does not. When I heard this story, the thing that affected me the most was trust. Love can be lost, but when trust is broken, the scars stay much deeper. This story reminds us that not every relationship survives, but responsibility should never be abandoned. To everyone listening, you can also share your own story or someone else's. To share a story, you can email us. You'll find our email address in the description. If stories like this speak to you, you can subscribe or leave a like. More true stories are coming. Thank you for listening.